After 150 hours and 375 deaths later in attempting Ascension 20 on Slay the Spire, the random seed generator spit out a deck so good that even a moron like me couldn't fuck it up. For folks who want to try this seed, here is what an idiot-proof deck looks like. This deck could facilitate winning with little or no skill, basically by keeping the deck small, then running 2 copies of Corruption, which is a 3-cost power that makes skill cost 0 but exhausts them when you play them, and then running the Dead Branch Relic, which gives you a random card every time you exhaust a card. Now, because only our skills cost 0, we would use Forethought to place powers and attacks onto the bottom of the deck, and then we would redraw them for a 0 energy cost. Meanwhile, the other cards primarily facilitated exhausting other cards and getting random cards, or having an additional effect like generating energy when exhausted, like Sentinel. Then eventually we'd spam a whole bunch of cards and then hit with a giant body slam after we got enough random block. So let's speed up the footage here a little bit so you can see what I mean, because we're about to hit the champ for about, let's say 400-ish. And I'm a big wuss, and I did not go for the heart. I wanted to get my first A20 win. I really do think this deck probably would have beat the heart, but I don't know. I would have just randomly been casting every card that I got in my hand, just like all the other fights. You can tell that I'm uber skilled this game because I bought the merchant discount card as like my 4th to last relic from the merchant, because that's super cost effective and all. Although I think actually it came out paying for itself. I don't know. I sound like I'm trying to sell you a rewards card or something. But at any rate, as you can see, I'm just casting a bunch of random cards, paying no attention to the fact that I'm buffing the boss or anything else that might be happening. Just casting all the cards that I have in my hand. Also completely ignoring the counter-based relics and using them efficiently. It looks like I also have the letter opener, the ornamental fan, kunai, and the happy flower. And the slaver's collar just keeps blinking because I guess it wants to let you know that it gave you extra energy. Never noticed this about this part of the music before, but it makes me feel as if Hayden Christensen is going to run in with some terrible overacting and get his hand cut off as Anakin Skywalker. So after our explanation, the footage is relatively self-explanatory here, so I'm going to do a quick plug. If you could please like and subscribe, help support the channel. And leave any comments below. Tell me how terrible I played, or what you saw that was bad, or funny, or good. I don't know. But anyway, I have 2 channels. The Evil Pajamas channel, which is primarily Civ, but there's some other random games on there. And then my OK Boomer Gaming channel, which is primarily going to be on card and deck building games. Bit slow getting that first corruption out. Slowed down the engine a bit there, but it looks like we have plenty of buffs going now. Looks like probably all the buffs we'll need. Our guy's buff. Yeah, at this point, you know. Plus, we're about to be the juggernaut here. Half the cards you see me playing here, I have like no purpose to playing other than getting another card. I'm like that annoying fucker in Uno that just keeps drawing even though they clearly have the card they need. Right now I'm also playing Tainted Grail and Rogue Book, so if there's any other deck builders you'd like to see on the channel, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I feel like I really should have done some research on how to correctly build for Ascension 20. That this does not seem terribly difficult, nor does it seem that difficult to put together. But then again, I'm actually not really sure how rare that Dead Branch is, because I've seen it on, you know, a number of runs, but obviously after 375 losses, you'll see it quite a bit. But obviously this would not work without that. So I'm just going to let the remainder of this roll with no commentary. So if you don't already have me muted, you can enjoy the remainder in peace. And if you already do, well then, go fuck yourself, because you can't hear me anyway.